this is Brita Long, the author and creator of The Happier Attorney. And on this channel, we talk about how you can run your practice in a simple way and you can make the money you're capable of making and have a simple practice where you don't overwork and it fits you, not the other way around. And this month we are talking about money. And I know, how uncomfortable is that? And I know everybody just wants the tools and we don't do that here. Working with me is not easy, sorry. We are talking this week about our mindset and our relationship with money. And if you haven't watched the previous two videos, go ahead and watch those. But this week we are talking about our behavior and why we do what we do, why we self-sabotage. Because I have yet to meet anyone, much less an attorney, who has any financial issues. And when I say financial issues, I don't mean just financial hardship. I mean, even if they're making great money, they're hoarding it, or they are overspending it. That's just as unhealthy as not making it, okay? So we're looking at the whys first, because until you start understanding the whys, the tools are a quick fix, okay? The tools are just dealing with the leaves, where the root, next week you're still gonna have diseased leaves, okay? So you can do a quick fix with the tools, but until you change you internally and your actual relationship with money, it's not gonna help much, okay? So, and we're just touching on this. It's not a deep dive, but it's just hopefully something for you to think about. So again, the issue with your relationship with money is you. Just like my relationship with money was based on me, okay? I am not telling you anything that I have not gone through myself. I had to really examine my relationship with money and fix my relationship with money so that I wasn't self-sabotaging, okay? So what does self-sabotaging look like? Of course, it varies with every person, but it can be that you are not doing what you need to do to bring in money for your practice. Before I had my own practice and I worked for other people, I had never asked for a raise, ever. I had never negotiated for a salary, ever. Didn't even think about it, okay? I left more money on the table. It wasn't even funny. And before I healed my relationship with money, I didn't charge enough. And when I used flat fees, then I started charging for my value, which was awesome, started bringing money in. And then before I had improved my relationship with money, then I self-sabotaged in other lovely ways, whether it be I had huge overhead or I didn't market. I didn't like to market. I'm an attorney. They should just come to me because I do a really good job. Marketing was just so, pedestrian, and only PI attorneys marketed, right? And we all know about them. I mean, the lies that we tell ourselves are just phenomenal, right? And most importantly, I just got rid of money, whether it be renovating homes or overhead or whatever, okay? So how are you self-sabotaging? Is it that you're not doing the things that you need to do to bring money in? Maybe you don't even know what the things are to bring the money in, but most of the time we do, okay? What are you telling yourself that, quite frankly, generally are lies? People don't have the money, people won't pay it. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, as Regina Irene says. Well, not if the bird's pooping in your hand, okay? What are you telling yourself that justifies your current situation? And is that true? And how do we know it's probably not true? Because other attorneys, they have the same potential clients that you have. They have the same issues that you have, and they're doing it. They're bringing in money. They're keeping money. So why aren't you? That's the real issue, okay? And once we get clear that actually you can do this, that was an eye-opener for me, not only seeing other attorneys and what they were doing, and knowing that I couldn't justify why I wasn't doing it to myself anymore, because they weren't smarter than I was. They weren't harder working than I was. So I needed to figure out what was going on. But even more than that was seeing other people who weren't even attorneys, who I was definitely smarter than, and they were doing really amazing things. And I couldn't come up with an answer. Well, why can't you? Because the truth was, I could. So now we get to your why. Why are you self-sabotaging? And this is a really hard question, because most of you from the get-go are going to say, I have no idea. If I knew, I would stop it, right? This generally goes deep, because we can say whatever we want to say, but our behavior never lies. So if your behavior is self-sabotaging, let's start getting to the why. And it can be confusing, but our confusion is a great place to hide. If we continue to say, I don't know, I'm confused, I don't know how to market, I don't know how to bring in more money, I don't know, then we don't have to do anything. So even if you don't have it all figured out, if you just start taking action, that gets rid of that place to hide a little bit. And we can have information overload. So I'm not telling you go and read 1,000 personal finance books. That's the last thing that you need to be doing. Okay? Pick one method. Even if it's just one thing of looking at your checking account every day, as scary as that may be. Tracking your money every day. One thing. But start taking action, even if you don't have clarity, okay? But start thinking, how do you self-sabotage, and why? What are you capable of earning? I have heard attorneys who, when I have asked that question, they say, I think I'm capable of earning $100,000 a year. What? If that's all you're capable of earning, then maybe you shouldn't be an attorney. And I'm not saying that to be a jerk. I'm saying that to get in your face, because of course you're worthy of earning more than that. Are you kidding me? But you will never earn more than what you think you're capable of earning. You will never earn more than what you think you are worthy of receiving and what you think you deserve to receive. Never. So if you have it in your head, for whatever reason, that you should only earn $100,000 a year, guess what? That's all you will ever earn. Because the people who are earning $1 million a year, they don't think that they're only capable. And how did this happen? They think they're absolutely capable and they're worthy of earning $1 million a year. And I'm not saying $1 million is the goal. I'm saying think about what you're telling yourself and your why. Are you saying, oh, well, that's all I need. That would cover my bills and that's all. And that's all I don't want to get greedy. Watch what the internal dialogue is in your head. What would it mean if you made $300,000 a year? What would that mean about you? What would be bad about that? And I've asked that question, and every time I ask that question, the first answer is nothing. And I say, okay, well then why aren't you? And when we go deep, there's always a reason. There's always something that is stopping that person from earning what they're capable of earning. Or there's always a reason why they're getting rid of the money. And it all has to do with feelings. So once you start looking at that and examining that, what would happen? Let's say you made $500,000 this year. Or let's say you made $1.5 million this year. What would that look like in your life? What would be bad about that? What is internally stopping you from doing that? And I've heard lots of different answers when we really get to the bottom of it. Okay? There's always a reason. So one of the things that I'm going to tell you not to do is compare yourself to other attorneys. As much as I just did, I know that sounds counterintuitive. Like, well, didn't she just compare me to these other attorneys? What I'm talking about is looking at other attorneys and assuming you know what they're doing financially. Oh, he's driving a new car, he must be doing well. Oh, he has clients all over the place, he must be doing well. That is really dangerous. And I used to do that, and knowing what I know now, I have to laugh. Because there were a whole lot of attorneys out there who were just lying in their behavior. Yeah, that was a leased car. Yeah, that person, that attorney had a lot of clients because they were low-end, horrible clients. Attorneys, we like to present a certain image, and that may or may not be correct. Even if it is correct, you don't know what they're doing. You don't know why. Okay? Maybe that attorney, their spouse makes a lot of money. You don't know. And it does no good to compare yourself to these other attorneys. Just stay in your lane. What are you capable of, and what do you want to earn, and how do you want to earn it? Do you want to earn it by working 60, 70 hours a week, or you want to earn it by working 20 or 30? Okay? And remember that small, consistent steps are so much more important than the big leaps. So this week, really start examining and journal it out. I'm a big proponent of journaling. Journal it out. What is your relationship with money? Is it healthy? Or do you feel resentment towards it? You feel like money is just not for you. There's no way that you could ever do that money. Make that money, whatever. What do you really feel about money? And then start getting to the why. What would be bad about making more money? What would it say about you? Like, do you think that rich people are bad? Do you think that if you make so much money, you're going to be turned into a selfish person? Other people would think you're a selfish person, or other people would treat you differently? That's a big one for people. That's a huge one for people, quite frankly. Start getting to the root, and then we can deal with the tools. Okay? So if you've gotten any value out of this video, I'm going to ask that you like it, subscribe, share. There are other attorneys out there who need this information, and we don't talk about it. So that's how we get this information out. And if you are not on in the Facebook group, Attorneys and Flat Fees, go ahead and ask to join that. It's for attorneys and law students. And if you have any interest in working with me directly, go to breedalong.com, click below, and get on the mailing list, and you can see how you can work with me. So we will see you next week, and hopefully we can start improving your relationship with money. Take care.